Hello. I'm here. I'm here. Kind of. Hi. Hi. I'm working. I'm doing stuff. My tongue hurts. I need to hydrate. Hi. Je suis. K-Trax, Talan, Seridi, Seridwin, and the iOS boys. Hello. How are you all doing? I am currently advertising my stream because I fell behind trying to fix stuff and trying to set stuff up. Oh gosh. But I'm here. I'm here now. I'm eating cheese. I'm advertising my stream on Reddit. And Blue Sky. 115. Handcam thumbnail 115. Handcam thumbnail 115. Handcam thumbnail 115. Okay, handcam. Can you believe 115 handcams? 115. Oh, according to visitors anyway. Potentially more, I don't know. Oh, hello. I am not here. Your choice. Hello, I'm hello or not here. You're Bonjour. Hi, Bonjour. Jules still not working. Yeah, unfortunately, this blooming name tag thing that we've decided to roll out is ruining a lot of things. Oh, and it's super duper ultra schmultra annoying. I'm gonna have to punch YouTube for it. Punch YouTube. Everyone complain to YouTube. It's like, what's the point of having names if I can't read out what people's chosen names are? And if all my chat interactions are broken. So you did look. I did look into it. I told you yesterday, I spent like a good few minutes of the stream just looking into all of the settings. And again, before this stream, I looked into the settings, but there's nothing in the settings to change. I looked on Reddit as well to see if anyone else has found a solution. And it's one of the reasons I'm a little bit late. No, but a few minutes. Do you know, after a couple of hours is just a few minutes. No, yeah, but we spent like 10, 20 minutes on stream going through. Also, I can only look through the settings so much. It's like there's only so many settings to look at and decide it's none of them. And I spent a good while looking on Reddit and looking at like Googling to see if anyone's done anything. Stop judging me. You're not allowed to judge the VTuber. The VTuber is perfect. He does nothing wrong. But yeah, there's only so many settings. There's only so many things I can go, okay, yep, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it, that's not it. There's not much I can do here, I apologise. Did you make a post somewhere asking if someone has a fix? Others people have done for posts on YouTube, on streamer Reddits and YouTube Reddits, and everything so far is just people saying they understand why they made the change. It's like, okay then, I understand why they did it, but I don't like it. It's because it's not rolled out to everybody yet. It's only being rolled out to select streamers one at a time. When I say
can't
select,
deal YouTube.
You can't, I know. So yeah, it's being rolled out to random streamers and to random YouTube channels. So some YouTube channels aren't affected, some are. It's similar to like, I don't have a leaderboard, others do have a leaderboard. It's because the leaderboard was just rolled out to random people. Yeah. One time they threw a rock out the window. No, it wasn't a rock. It was a stick of dynamite. She is on a list. I'm on a list. I'm on YouTube must bully list. Definitely. Hi, Strive 428. How you doing? Revolution against YouTube. Yeah, revolution. No names without... No tags without representation. No tags without representation. There we go. Hi, Tony Vatanuki. Thanks for throwing something at my head. Oh, darn it, I forgot to pick up something. Hello, Night Parade. 1984. Oh, now I know everyone's ages. Talan is ancient. He was born in 1711. He's 314 years old, is Talan. And Strive's not going to be born for another 2,000 years. 2,183. What if the 11 in my name stands for how many people I have eaten? You can't update your tag more. If you know everyone's ages, then what's mine? You were never born, Matt Cagefax. You just like popped into existence. You're like me. You're like me. You just exist on the dawn of time. You weren't born. Same for Bonjour. So it's 1711 people's eaten. Was it good? Maybe I just eaten 11 one time and decided to stop. Why would you stop? Why? Why? Just nom 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 all the people. I mean, if it's just humans, it's fine. It's fine as long as it's not cupcakes. 1984 refers to the George Orwell book. I need a number and it got it off my bookshelf. Nah, that's definitely how old you are. Night Parade is just ancient. Night Parade was born the same day that book was published. And actually, that's not the book was published. I think it's a bit older than that. Oh, gosh. Wait, how did I get despawned? You got despawned! How did that happen? Like, do you mean down at the bottom? No, you're right first. You strive for 28. Oh, gosh. There's nobody likes you. What? No, we all love Strive. Yeah, we all love Strive. Strive for love. Wait, I meant to pick up my Devastators. Devastators. I was gonna build some of them yesterday or like today or something. What about now? Bet you didn't expect that, huh? Expect what, sorry? Oh goodness, it's noisy in my room. Why do I have Disney Plus open? Disney Plus, what you doing? The name. You changed it! Oh my goodness, he actually managed to change his name. Sam was born in 17, he's super old. I know, he's like almost as old as Jesus. Jesus. Oh. Yes, observations. Spirit of a lazy gets out. Look. 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 I need to go. My stomach's exploding. Look. I am not good at observing stuff, but I'll BRB. I'll BRB very quickly because I'm a silly goose. BRB screen. BRB screen. I'll be right back. Yick. Why is everyone in that corner all of a sudden? How old is Cuptle? You're like 2 years old, Cuptle. I'll be right back anyway. Hi. Hi. Oh, so what's this? Which is 50 in cupcake turtle years. No. A year for a cupcake. Well, actually, no. A cupcake's lifetime is about 30 days at most. That's like a really good... That's like living to 100 for a cupcake. So... You have to realise so...
Both mods are here, they must fight to the death.
Both mods are here. Inquisitor, Muffin, and... Talan. Oh... You really want turtle soup? Don't eat Cuptle. For some reason, people see my name as Strive420 and some say it's 4208. Yeah, it's this weird update that's rolled out. So you either see the tags or you see people's names. It used to be that you only saw people's names and you only saw the tags if you like clicked into the account to look at the tag. Now it's just automatically showing the tag and if there's no way to see the name. Which is a bit annoying, to be honest. I understand why they do it. It's just so that people can't cheat the system. It's so that if somebody like tries impersonating someone else or like making fake accounts and stuff, it's much easier to notice. Oh my goodness. Okay, my father's back. You can tell my father's home because he's mowing the lawn outside. Give me a moment. Hi, sorry, my father was mowing the lawn. You can tell my parents are back. They're mowing the lawn. Oh, I'm back. A cupcake lifespan is real life is 1 day though. No, not true. Your name reads as Talan 17 for me at the moment. A lot of people it probably just wouldn't update for unless they like reload the stream or whatever, or the chat log. You're for Cupcake Army. You guys are for Cupcake Army, you know? Well, actually, we're all like Cupcake citizens. I only heard from Moa because she brought attention to it. But I could hear it. It was drowning out my effie thought. Look at this. Okay, shiny clippers. Look at this. Devastators, because I need the last cannons and the Devastator box. She went out that window and yelled at her dad to stop mowing the darn lawn. No, I didn't. I just closed my window, so now it's going to get boiling in here without my air conditioner being able to work. Oh, look, a lightning claw. Okay, that's a gravity thing. That's a gravity thing. That's a missile launcher. That's a last cannon. That's one of the ones we want. And that's the last cannon. Okay, we want these two. Our devastator, Havocs. But these last cannons are a lot smaller than the Havoc last cannons. Oh my god, actually, but similar size. The arms feel a bit smaller though. Yeah. Where is Gabagool? What's Gabagool? Ultramarines, courage and honor. No, not Ultramarines. We don't have Ultrasmiths here. Oh, by the way, here's a beautiful Howling Banshees. The Corsair Howling Banshees. Compare them to a Chaos Marine. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, it's like... It's so small. It's so small and fragile. To be fair though, they'll probably kill this Havoc squad pretty quickly. To be fair though, the Havoc squad could probably kill them pretty quickly. What, 3 attacks each? Hit some threes, wounds on threes, get a 5+ save from it. Or is it 4+? I think it's actually 4+ in for if they're melee. I thought you... No, I'm not painting. We're making bacon. We're baking them. We're making them. We're making Nightlords. So I got a Havoc squad. I want for Havoc squad to have 4 last cannons because it's a Nurgle squad. If you can tell by the shoulder pad here. And this guy's head. He's got a Plague Marine head. And this guy has Nurgle shoulder pad. Yeah. So making Nurgle Marines. Hi Tony, how you doing? What? Oh, what factory? But yeah, we want 4 last cannons because they're Nurgle. And Nurgle will give them sustained hits on a 5+. That means you get 4 attacks. 1 will probably miss. And then 1 will probably sustain hit. And as a result, you get like 4 hits every time. And you could potentially get like 8 hits from only 4 last cannons. I just reactivated my account. My current card just went out to date, correcting now. Oh. You know, bolt rounds exploding on impact may not be that good. I don't think they actually explode on impact. I think they penetrate then explode, a bit like an RPG is meant to with a tank. Well, actually, if you look at like the velocity and stuff and a lot of the descriptions, like if it's a person, a bolt gun will probably, a bolt round will probably go through one person, then explode after exiting them. Like it'll go through one person, hit the friend, then explode. Or at the very least, it's going to like probably penetrate your basic armor, your flak armor, and then explode in the center of your chest. It'll be really, really bad, but it's extremely lethal. Especially when you hear about it being used on orcs and why bolt guns are so effective against orcs. Because it penetrates the flesh and then explodes, so it gives some extremely severe wounds. You're doing pretty good, yay! Nightlords. No, my Nightlords don't go after civilians, except when they're doing policing duties, in which case they go after lots of civilians, because they're the police.
Play Space Marine 1 on that will tell you what it's like to fire a las cannon.
Oh, I did play Space Marine 1. I like how inconsistent last weapons are in 40k lore. Like, sometimes they have absolutely no recoil because, you know, it's a laser rifle. Other times they have actual recoil. And part of it is like, I've seen one description where a last gun, it's the other battery pack is actually like filled with lots of different rounds, right? And each one has its like own little laser and battery attached to it. And as a result, each time you're firing, it actually brings like this little bullet up, which releases its laser, uses its full charge, and then gets kicked back, drops into like an empty cartridge area off the battery pack. And then the next one comes up, and the recoil is basically just the entire mechanism shaking as it's trying to just bring up the different charge shots. And in something else, the recoil was like because the last shots weren't really just proper lasers, they were kind of like mini plasma guns in a way. So while they did fire a laser, they also like discharged plasma, and as a result it discharged it forward at the enemy, and you're getting like the entire recoil off it. I think there was like another thing where it's like it's all about heat, and because the last gun heats up, it needs to expend the heat somewhere. It doesn't want to expend it to the side, so if it doesn't burn or scald someone's face, if you know, this superheated air, it doesn't want to exhaust it backwards into your shoulder or whatever, or downwards. So what it does, it just fires it forward, like out these vents, and the recoil comes from just like the heat being dispersed forwards and away from you. They don't, no. They just like, They may help civilians find useful jobs, such as being a chair or, you know, being a jacket for somebody. Yeah, I'm not going to add... Actually, I might paint slime onto them. That might be a fun idea. Like, coming out of their joints. I was just going to paint them, like, rusty. And, like, their colours discolouring on the armour. RPGs explode on impact. And technically, they don't explode on impact. An RPG, like, a good old-fashioned copper RPG, right? It fires like this. It goes in... The tip squashes, and it's like filled with this, like, basically you get this superheated copper liquid will form into the middle of it, and as it's pressing down like that, it will basically try spraying forward out of the superheated liquid into creating a hole in the tank, and then it will explode outwards into the tank.
The exterminatus a planet. It was the best decision cause it brought the unemployment to 0.
Yeah, that's very true. Very true. Can't have any unemployment if there's no one left. Yeah, would last guns work according to the nearest orc? Yeah, last guns vary from law to law, army to army. It's like, I've definitely seen a lot of versions of last guns though, where it's like, last guns have absolutely no recoil until suddenly the Tau have to be involved in the book and the guardsman has to interact with a Tau weapon, in which case suddenly last guns have recoil but Tau weapons don't. Or suddenly the guardsmen don't get last guns instead of only ever had auto guns like this squad of guardsmen. What usually makes recoil is a bolt going back. Have you seen a real railgun? I've not seen well, it depends what you mean by a railgun. Like if like a magnetically accelerated projectile that is extremely weak counts, then yes. If you mean one that's an actual effective weapon, then no, I've not seen the real one in real life. But I have heard of some of them. Exterminate the planet. It was the best decision because it brought some... Yeah. Rocket propelled grenade. Rocket propelled grenade, you. I thought auto guns are rare. No, auto guns aren't that rare. They're rare amongst guardsmen because it's really inefficient to transport that much ammo around and stuff. But auto guns are quite common, like in hives on planet surfaces where it's cheap. But like making ammo and bullets is cheaper and more efficient than making last gun charge packs. But for a guardsman, it's more efficient just to give everyone a handful of charge packs and keep it charged, rather than just trying to carry around dozens upon dozens of ammo packs for every single guardsman. For the Space Marines, it's fine. Recovered Tau weapon is the body of a guardsman recording at the disgust of having to use such awful weapons. Yeet. Electromagnetic projectile. Yeah, I've definitely seen railguns in like real life, and if you just mean electromagnetic projectile. They're not very powerful because it's literally like you could make a railgun at home in a way. But yeah, it's relatively low powered magnets to make it instead. It's like the rail is just like the length of a table, maybe 1 meter or 2 meters long. I mean, if it can be made pretty strong, but I've not seen any extremely strong ones in real life. The only problem with a fuse is like when 88mm shells of like 88 hit directly for B29, it often just passes through and it didn't explode to its fuse. Yeah. And we got different types of weapons. It's like a lot of smart missiles today, they will explode based on like how far away they are from the tank. We actually got 3 different types of like missile when it comes to those things. You got penetrating, where it penetrates when it explodes. You've got... I've already got high explosive ones, which penetrate before it even hits the target. I've only got ones that will explode upon impact of a target. Things like the javelin will purposely, the smart missiles that will explode just above where the target is, before they make any contact. And that's purposeful because it effectively allows them to get the full force of a blast into the weak upper armor. The ones that penetrate once they explode, once they've penetrated, they also explode on like a smart fuse. So they'll recognize them for penetrated the enemy and then they'll explode. And those are often used against bunkers and stuff. So you basically sometimes have to tell them, hey, we think the bunker like goes this deep, so explode once you're this deep. Or they got different types that would like try figuring out when they should explode, so it's Also, hi, a certain mysterious virtuoso 6150. Hello. Do you have like a big laser machine gun type gun? Ooh, a Tau. Oh, the guardsmen do. They have a multi-laser. You still lose, even with good units. Everyone loses with all the units. But, oh, what are we doing? I got my last cannons here.
I don't recall my RPG fantasy game having rocket-propelled grenades.
Oh yeah, role-playing game. Role-playing game. Remember, we have is not technology. We proved that boson particles exist. Oh, wait. What we have is not limitations of technology. It depends. Okay, that's multi-melter. Multi-melter. That one goes in multi-melter. And that goes with that one. Okay, that makes sense. Okay, I'm just trying to see if, like, using these backpacks is fine. It is fine. It is fine. Okay, so I'm going to have to give standard Space Marine backpacks to these Havocs, but that's fine. We don't mind. We don't mind. It's not the technology we show. Wait. It's a lot of stuff. It's like we could actually make a lot of, sci-fi weapons. It's just there's no point in making sci-fi weapons. Like, it's the entire idea of why make a fancy weapon when poking someone with a stick is effective, efficient, and it works really well. It's the same thing with like a gun. It's like, using a machine gun is really, really effective. Do we need to make some super advanced laser weapon? It's like, no, there's not enough reason to use a laser weapon in most things. Only now are we starting to like go, okay, a laser weapon might be quite useful, and that's purely because of drones and planes and stuff. And maybe that would eventually like mean that would start using laser weapons against tanks, but that's unlikely because tank armor is just too thick. Because the main point of using a laser weapon is you either want to damage the electronics, break the signal that it has to its operator, or light the fuel on fire. And with jet fuel, this is really, really easy because jet fuel is very volatile. And the lasers as a result don't have to be that high powered. They just have to be powerful enough to be able to target a fuel tank and make it go badoo. But doing that on a tank is going to be a lot harder since the fuel is far less volatile, the explosives they use is far less volatile, and it's going to have a whole load of thick armor that will prevent the laser from working. Yeah, laser AA. Now they're starting to use it. Partly because they realised that missiles, when they started to use, like, thinking about using lasers, the main limitation wasn't the lasers itself, it was the battery power it would require. And the main places you would want a laser defense like that is, oh yeah, it's also really useful against like rockets coming in, like ballistic missiles. The main reason you'd want a laser defense though is like on your military base, or at least like when it comes to NATO forces, it's like, well, it's like, what's the chances that we're going to be hit with missiles and planes and stuff in our own territories? Relatively low. So, and you'd need these massive battery packs to move around. They're extraordinarily heavy. They're hard to move. They're very expensive. They're not very reliable. At least that was what it used to be. Batteries since then, though, have become a lot more advanced, to a point where we could actually bring them to a military base and we could put them on boats and we could. And also, we're starting to realise that, wait a minute, a lot of the defences we have aren't as effective as we thought they were, especially in the past 5 years. We started to realise this. It's like, oh yeah, your CWIS is quite effective. And hitting an enemy's missile or playing with your own missiles can be quite effective, but it's very, very expensive. And it's not necessarily going to be worthwhile, especially since an anti-air missile is much more expensive than just a dumb missile that will be thrown at your city or whatever. So we realise that lasers are actually the most efficient way of doing it now, especially since battery technology has advanced far enough. Because that was the main limiting factor, battery technology. Yeah. Advantage of NATO is that the USA defense budget is the bottom. Not currently, it's actually reducing its budget. It's gone from it went from like 5% of GDP or something down to 3.84, and it's currently being reduced to 3.14. Currently, a bunch of other NATO countries now actually have a bigger... Well, technically, in terms of GDP, they have a bigger budget, but yeah, American budget's dropping heavily, and considering how many nukes and jets and stuff they have, a lot of a budget, and ships and stuff, the ships is an important one. A lot of their budget just goes to maintaining what they currently have, as opposed to, buying new stuff or advancing tech, which is why it's weird. What I mean is that a boson particle exists for about 10 years between discoveries and application. Boson particle physics, the fundamentals of mass and gravity. Maybe. Laser nerds, real men just parry for missiles. I mean, we've had the ability to make plasma for years, right? Like, plasma weaponry and stuff we could also potentially make. And by years, I mean like decades we've had plasma weapons. But the only thing we really use plasma for is welding equipment. I think that's like the only... Also, we sometimes use it in scientific research, but that's just more to like a thing to research rather than... I guess there are a few other applications. But when it comes to like more advanced applications, in fact, you'd think, oh, we'd have all sorts of stuff. How? Did he even dodge? He just wants to talk about plasma. I do. Hey, look. I was asked to research if a plasma weapon would actually be efficient or effective. My answer was no. There's never a reason to use it. Look how elegant this guy. That's Tyranid piece on the back. They're just carrying around the decrepit parts of dead Tyranids. Oh, so cool. Sod. Bonk. Dodge. Dead. This is why you're not a great scientist. Reasoning. Plasma is... It's not actually that difficult to make plasma. It's actually very easy with our current stuff. It can be a bit expensive in terms of energy, but that's not really a huge thing. It's just the fact it's not efficient enough. There's just no reason to use it over using like a machine gun. Like in terms of like a baked plasma gun like this, there's no real reason to use it. We don't fight space marines. On top of that, it wouldn't be that effective. The plasma will cool down extremely rapidly after leaving whatever weapon you're using it for. Like after 100 meters, your plasma will be so drastically cooler. Even if you fire it really quickly, it will drastically cool down. And as a result, it's like, but what's the point of using that over just a bullet? Or if you want to hit something that's really heavily armored, we got sniper rifles. They're cheaper to make, they're very cheap to produce. They're very cheap to use. Ammo for them is very cheap to produce and very easy to produce. It's very cheap and easy to carry. More importantly, it's very easy to maintain and repair, and it's very easy to train a layman, basically a soldier, to maintain and repair a weapon. As soon as you start introducing complex electronics to the soldiers, and this thing that if it broke, it could absolutely cook the soldier using it, and potentially 2 or 3 of their friends, it starts becoming an issue that you don't really want to take into account. So when you got plasma like plasma, okay, what if we take a plasma weapon, but in terms of like a missile? And when the missile gets close to an enemy, it explodes into a giant ball of plasma. It's like, well, what's the point of doing that when we can just fill it with basic explosive and make a super hot explosive anyway that could potentially generate plasma? We already have explosives that powerful. On top of that, as soon as like plasma comes into contact with metal, it will drastically cool down because metal is an extremely good conductor of heat. And what this means, if you have a big piece of metal like this, I hit this part of a metal with plasma. This part will get very hot, but then this part will also get hot, and the heat will conduct from here to here, and then it will expel on this side. And you get all this heat being expelled over here, meaning your plasma here is cooling down drastically as it tries to heat up this massive piece of metal. Sure, this part of the metal might melt and deform, but again, we've already got superheated weapons like that. We've had them for decades. It's like we've had almost over 100 years even, some weapons. So it's like your basic rocket-propelled grenade uses superheated copper. You got thermite, like you said. You've got all sorts of stuff. The sun is a nuclear plasma reactor. Yeah. Now, we don't actually have the ability to make a nuclear plasma reactor like proper fusion, unfortunately. Well, I mean, we say we don't. We potentially could. It's just, I wouldn't trust humanity with it personally. We cut metal very precisely with plasma. Yeah, that's basically the only thing I've ever seen like plasma be used for. It's used for welding and cutting of metals. It's basically used in metallurgy. I say metallurgy, technically not metallurgy, is it? It's used in construction, basically. Gold is actually the remnant of a star that has died. Is it? Maybe. Flamethrower. If we were to direct the plasma weapon, it would be devastating. Not really. I was looking at somebody who made a plasma weapon, like out of old electronic equipment. And by old electronic equipment, I mean talk about like old what could be called? Begin with T. Not transistors. Transformers, like old transformers and stuff. And he worked on like one of these, documentary sites. And they literally just use electronic plasma. So they created like this weapon that uses electricity, and it focuses electricity onto a single point. And it was basically called a plasma weapon because it generates a massive amount of plasma when it does this. It requires a huge charge to use it. It can be directed, but only at relatively short ranges. and the damage it can cause was relatively heavy and could cause massive damage, especially because of how focused all the energies were. So compared to like making plasma and then just throwing at something, it was basically making plasma exactly where you're targeting, which is very useful, much more useful, and it was keeping the plasma being built up. But the damage it was doing was, for the amount of energy it would need, for the amount of equipment and everything else it would need, was not really all that great. Especially compared to just like using a shotgun. Or using a missile launcher. It's like we can make a weapon that's much cheaper, much more efficient, and will just do way more damage that uses just much more basic principles. But gold is only created during a sun injecting its core metal before its final collapse. Oh, I think I've heard of that one before. Didn't know Destiny Hero plasma worked in constructions. We need to write a script that makes this emote flash on screen when she says, actually, no. I didn't say actually no, did I? No, plasma cutters are very close to what you want to cut. Yeah. Yeah, the plasma cutters are very useful because they... I mean, all the issues that have plasma as a weapon is very useful for plasma when it's not being used as a weapon but used as a tool. Because do that entire thing of doing like heat being being conducted very quickly and plasma cooling down very quickly once it's beyond its target, well, beyond where it's being generated. That's all very useful if you just want to cut something. Because it's just got to cut what you want it to cut. It's not going to damage the area around it too much. Especially if you're going through something like metal. But when it's... But you can't just keep like a welding torch on like a tank or whatever. And you could make a very big welding torch, but again, you just make a missile. It's going to be much more effective. So yeah. But anyway, actually, my father's finished mowing the lawn, so I'm just going to open the window so I can turn my air conditioner back on. Hello, I'm back. Okay, I need to get all the parts we're using. Where are they? They're over here. Oh, oh. So here's our haffets. We need to produce 3 more haffets. And I'm out of, unfortunately, Nightlord parts. I don't have any more proper Nightlord shoulder pads, like ones that have the Nightlord symbol on them. I do have one more head on this pack. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna have to open up another Nemesis car box. Oh, there we go. Plague Marines over here, Nemesis claws. Yeah, Nemesis claws. Love them. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted by plasma and science and stuff. We got to be building models here. Yeah. When it comes to... There we go. Okay. Okay, we got these. Look at this. It's an envelope. It's a Nightlord envelope. Made in China, apparently. What's in it? It's my invitation to become a Nightlord. Oh. Oh, no, it's not. Never mind. Never mind. It's just kill team tokens. Which I'm going to throw away because I don't need them. Oh, yeah. That's very bright. I apologize. It's transfer sheets. Okay, one of these is Nightlords. There we go. You are a Nightlord, Harry. I'm a what? A Nightlord. What does that mean? Do you like do you like leather, Harry? Yes. Do you like your family, Harry? It's like, not really. Well, it's time to make leather, Harry. It's time to make leather. Still waiting to see you do a Gundam. That might be forever away. I apologize. Gundams are... I've got too much Warhammer to do. And I keep releasing new models. It's like, stop making more models. I've already got enough. Time to make your own clothes, Harry. Do you see Dudley over there, Harry? Do you know what he deserves, Harry? Oh, goodness. No, I don't want to talk about Harry Potter. Ugh. There we go. It's time to serve us clothes. Wait, would human leather just look similar to cow leather? Or is there a difference between... There is a bit of a difference. I'd say it'll be more like pig leather. You can actually find human leather stuff in real life. While it might sound barbaric or whatever, there have been various traditions in the past, like if your family member died, you might use the skin for something. But there's also been some very scary people that have, like, you know, gone on Nightlord. I think it's generally a bit more like pig leather and stuff like that, because human skin is quite thin in general compared to like cows and stuff. Cows are very thick hides. I mean, pigs are very thick hides compared to humans, mind you. Honestly, it can vary from person to person as well. But honestly, I don't think this is a conversation YouTube would like very much, so let's avoid it for a bit. You can definitely find... Unfortunately, I say unfortunately, fortunately, most of the stuff that you would find, like from a basic search, will be historical. So it'll be quite old. Yeah. This is where you draw the line. This is where YouTube draws the line to learn. Howdy, Redneck Kratos. Nathan. Wait, it was that your name, Nathan? I've not got a very good memory for names and stuff, and YouTube's forcing me to try and remember what people's names are. The last 20 minutes you crossed that line many times. I did not cross any lines. Look, YouTube loves me. YouTube loves me.
There are books made of effing humans.
Yeah, for this. Bouts 2. Scrolls, some parchment is made from human flesh. What sounds better, sausage, meatballs and spaghetti, or breaded and fried pork with mashed potatoes smothered in a sausage gravy? I am really I really love spaghetti, so I'd say spaghetti, but also breaded pork with mashed potatoes in gravy sounds nice. You need some vegetables in there. Get some carrots. Do you have any carrots or something to put with your sausages? Maybe some peas? Like, I'm assuming if you're having spaghetti, then you're making yourself a nice spaghetti sauce. In which case, fair enough, that's fine, that's good and dandy. But... British don't understand American gravy. Wait, American gravy? What's the difference between American and British gravy? In Britain, gravy is made from a stock of, well, an animal, usually for one you're cooking. And it's a very let's say it's very watery. It's kind of semi-thick, usually quite dark, especially if you've got a brief one. It's like a really deep brown. It's like cola colour. It's like cola colour, but even thicker. And it's like, oh yeah. And it's usually for you put like onion or garlic in it as well, and some vegetable stuff. We make a creamy. Ew, creamy! Who puts cream in for... No, don't put cream in your gravy. No! No! It's a say... Not a beer-based sauce. Okay, our gravy isn't beer-based either. I mean, sometimes you can, but that's like... Usually it's beer-battered things we have. Who creaming up the gravy? Yeah, don't cream up the gravy. Ugh. Ugh. I'm too American for this conversation.
Cupcake, yay! So close to being drinking age in cupcake years.
Made. Talan, 30 days is like 100 cupcake years. You're like massively past drinking age in cupcake years. Drinking age passed you by like 6 decades ago. I say 6 decades ago, more than 6 decades ago. 11 centuries ago. Or 10 centuries ago. Yeah, but you were evil and made a drinking age 12 times the average living. Well, to be fair, I actually would do that because I don't like alcohol. I don't think people should be drinking alcohol and, you know, putting terrible substances in their body. Ugh. I mean, fair enough. If you want to drink, you can drink. Personally, though, hate it. I'd rather not have those issues. There you go. Morning, TA. I can drink anywhere in any country, though I choose not to. You can't drink anywhere in any country. Go Dubai. It's illegal to drink in. Sure, you can get alcohol there, but it's illegal. Without alcohol, we'd still be in the Stone Age. To be fair, that actually might be a little true. But you have to remember that old drinks with alcohol in them had barely any alcohol content to drinks today. They basically had enough alcohol to kill like bacteria and stuff, although they didn't realise that's what it was doing. They just knew fermented drinks were easier to have. Alcohol is bad. Okay, downs another shot. No, not allowed. Illegal. Illegal. Other children, maybe she's right. We must defeat evil alcohol drinks by drinking them all so the kids can't get their hands on them. No, Talan, you don't even drink alcohol. You don't drink anything but water, apparently. That's what you told me. Or was that a lie? Have you been lying to me this entire time? It's believed that alcohol is actually the reason humans survived the Ice Age. Oh. Yeah, no, alcohol has definitely been important in our history. It's also one of the reasons we developed such an elite. In Britain, alcohol was used to subdue the working class for a while, because they realised if they made alcohol really cheap and readily available to the poor people during the industrial era, the likelihood that anyone would rebel or fight back against, being treated extremely poorly was very low. So in Britain, alcohol ended up becoming like this way to keep the masses down. In the United States, there's a law in certain states that allow parents to give their children alcohol. Most of Europe, including Britain, has something like that. I think even then it comes like certain restaurants and stuff. Romania, kids are allowed to drink alcohol as long as nobody finds out. Oh goodness. I don't think they're allowed to be honest. I don't think that's... Yeah, don't give kids alcohol. Gosh, Talan's making the same joke again. Too late. Oh yeah, there's a French person in chat. They're all about giving kids alcohol. They're like, hey, You're old enough to be alive. You're old enough to drink. Here's some wine. Have a Chardonnay. You know why we love for champagne reasons so much. Oh, drink. Drink, my child. It is said that Napoleon drank from the age of 6 months. France abolished that law, but yes. Children had wine for lunch. I believe that was during the Ice Age. It was use of alcohol that thinned the blood enough to maintain proper blood flow during the cold. Ooh. That sounds cool. Again, they must have to be... Probably wasn't alcohol to the same level that we have now in most of our drinks. Because otherwise, you know, they would have died of alcohol poisoning instead. Of a cold. But it's like in the medieval age, a lot of people and stuff, they wouldn't be able to survive. They couldn't drink like the drinking water, so a lot of them drank alcohol. Yeet, it's an Imperial last cannon on a Chaos troop. But again, the alcohol percentage was very low comparative to modern drinking. In fact, while we like to think about like Vikings and stuff and like them drinking lots and one another under the table and being really resistant to, you know, the effects of alcohol, yeah, most of them would probably get drunk under the table by a modern person who drinks regularly. Because alcohol percentage of drinks. Mine is very little in terms of alcohol content. Vodka on the other hand. Yeah. It depends on the wine. Some wine can be very high in alcohol content, so gotta be careful there. There we go. There we go. Oh! Oh, it's got a last cannon. Plasma, 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 la la, last cannon. Plasma, plasma, last cannon. Okay. I need another Nurgle shoulder pad. Oh, this is a cool shoulder pad. I'll use this one. Actually, maybe that one. No, I'll try a different one. Okay. Shoulder pad, shoulder pad. Give me a shoulder pad. Oh, this one's nice. That one looks Nurgle-y. Although maybe not. Maybe not that one. Doesn't look enough Nurgle-y to me. A nice balance of Nurgle to not Nurgle would be nice. Okay, I like this one. Next guy I'll give a Nurgle head to. Good afternoon, Francis. How you doing? Da, 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 da. Nurgly shoulder pad. I'm probably going to have to cut off those, you know, little skull symbols. I'll wait until the model dries so that it's not going to fall apart while I'm trying to cut it up. Yeah! Also, I think there's a few Death Guard symbols in here. I might be able to glue one. Yeah, there's one here. Might be able to glue that on in place. We're gonna have to also find another Death Guard head now that I want to use. Hi, Vince Falconer! Do they think Malice and Daniel ever separated? Or they just right next to each other just so Malice can constantly yell, "Shut up, demon! Shut up, demon!" Oh no, I actually don't see them that close to one another because isn't Epidermis between Malice and Daniel now? I might be wrong, but I think Epidermis is between them. Or Epidemius, rather. I keep calling it Epidermis. I mean, why wouldn't you call him Epidermis? Okay, I'm gonna go with this helmet here. Shut up, demon! Oh, I've got a bunch of notifications. I'm gonna have to look at them quickly. Make sure no one's trying to get my attention too much. Oh, darn it, I'd forgotten about that. Oops. Oh yeah, someone wanted to do a video for something and I've just been busy and I forgot. I'm a silly Billy. Oh. Right, I'll try doing that tonight. Okay, Havoc. Where's the final Havoc? Here's a final Havoc body. Have you all seen the new information came from Voyager 2? We just hit a milestone of WTF we don't understand. I've not heard about the information. Oh gosh, I'm melting in here. Ah, that broke again. But is there by any chance is an NPC army named Gentleman Jenkins that was stopped by a wall? I have no idea. I mean, maybe amongst the Vampire Coast faction. That sounds like a typical weird name for them. By the way, talk about Warhammer Total War 3 for those who don't know. Bam 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 ba dum ba da ba da da. There we go. There we go. I am up to date with stuff. Ugh. I think you can get a breakdown of it. Oh, I'm not a big fan of Neil deGrasse Tyson. Tyson. Oh, look it up. There we go. Fucked. Get kicked. Get spiked. Get eaten by a Mike Wazowski. Oh, now I remember Gentleman Jenkins was supposed to be a bomb rush loafer on turn 1, but I was stopped by a very thing the Norskins failed to see. Wall. There's no such thing as walls. You're making stuff up there. I'm sorry. Wah. How are you doing, Grand? I'm a worm again. Hi, Bob. I'm doing okay-ish. My parents are back from the holidays, so I'm no longer on cat sitting duty. And oh my goodness, it's like, do you know when you're, have you ever been on like an operation training or whatever? Basically like a multi-day hike or whatever, where you have to like go on a hike, then in the evening you make up camp up, then you hike for the rest of the day. But you hike, make a camp up, wake up, take down the camp, hike, and you're basically just constantly doing that for like an entire week. And then at the end of it, you finally get a chance to like sit down or whatever in like in a warm culture, and then suddenly your entire body just goes, oh, like sure, it might have been hard at a time and you might have had some aches and pains and whatever, but then like your entire body is just overcome with exhaustion and everything hurts, every muscle, everything. That's what I feel like right now. It's like since my parents returned, it's like suddenly like this piece of tension just snapped and I'm free again. It's like, ah, my body, ah. Your favourite for worm. I know, because it's a cute worm. I'm a cute, cuddly worm. Have you not seen those, like, cat toys? And, you know, those were just normal toys, actually. Where it's like a worm or a snake on a stick or on a string. And it's really super fluffy. And it's, like, adorable. And you cuddle with it. And then they take it away and steal it from you. Yeah. That's the type of worm I am right now. Very petable, thank you. I am the most petable. Yeah. Head pat, yay! Wait, does head pat even work on the cupcake turtle? I'm not sure it does. Oh, it does! Ah! Head pats. V2 has sent back information that is something we cannot verify. It's a mathematical anomaly that's not been experienced before. Oh. Well, I'd have to look into that. It's very possible that the anomaly itself is just an issue with the stuff. Or people improperly reading it. You'd be surprised how often that happens. But hope it's something good. There we go. Snippety snappities. Maybe meaningless, maybe not. Yeah. Jake the Gummy Snake. Jake the Gummy Snake. Who's Jake the Gummy Snake? I'm not. I'm Cupcake. They're super cute. They're super cute. Cupcake. What if that is the Enderman? The Enderman out in space? No, I don't think it would be. But maybe. Maybe. Maybe they're already here. And this anomaly is the ships coming in to take over the world. And that's why space programs are being defunded. They've already got into the governments of the world. Oh no! Oh no! Aliens! The aliens guy was right all along. Yeah. Snake worm, cupcake, snake worm, cupcake, snake worm, cupcake. Oh no, snake worm, cupcake, snake worm. I think it's Marciantos. The Marciantos. The Martians! Nah, wouldn't be Martians. One bullet, I tip my hat to you. One legend to another. I don't know what that's from. But it's not from Ringo or whatever it's called. Do you know for one where he has to fight a snake with a minigun? And he's a lizard. Nightlord pieces, Nightlord pieces, where's the Nightlord pieces? Havoc, 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 havoc. Oh, here we go. I'll put the Nightlord through to one side. Where is it? Havoc, havoc, havoc. Oh, here it is. I hid the Nightlord's boo. I just wanted the shoulder pad. There we go. Carlos is outside. Who's Carlos? Oh yeah, I scrolled on Twitter lately and somehow I saw a model of a Garkanaut and a Markanaut. Oh, that's nice. Better than a lot of what you see on Twitter nowadays. Hi Keith, hello! How you doing? How's your art coming along? Oh. Oh. There we go. There we go. Ba 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 ba. Wa ba 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 ba. Ah yeah 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 yeah. Oh yeah yeah yeah. Oh no. It doesn't stick. We're making model. Oh no. Oh no. It fits. It works. It fits. It sits. Okay, here we go. That goes there. This goes there. There we go. Yeah. Okay, you get glued here. I've made a Gark and Markanaut Gundams. Oh, they made Mark. That's cool, actually. That sounds fun. Good. I finished the art I was working on stream. Gonna do something and work on the commissions today. Ooh. I hope your art goes super well. Yeah. You know who Brian... Oh, yeah, I don't like him. I do not like him. If it's a physicist, you mean, and who's also a guitar person in a band. Really, yeah. He taught at like Manchester University. And like he would barely show up to lectures. He'd act generally like a jerk to people. Got a bit too personal with some other like girls and stuff. On top of this, he also stole like somebody else's research and stuff. And like somebody wrote a book with him, then he basically discredited them, removed them from the book, and he's not great at physicist circles. If it's a one who's also a guitarist, I think it's a guitarist. I mean, I do get names confused all the time. There we go. Yeah. Like, I knew a few, like, people who are meant to be his students and were like, yeah, he's terrible. I mean, I shouldn't say stuff like that. It's just basically slander without posting evidence and stuff. But suffice to say, I'm not a really big fan. I only know him from Astrophysics. Okay, both those stuff to that side, both this stuff to that side. Then I've got some Plague Marine. I got some Plague Marines to make. Actually, should I make the Plague Marines first? He was on Joe Rogan. But there we go. I'm gonna get myself some stuff. Some more Nurgle stuff. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh wait, that's Slaneshi stuff. That's Noise Marines. Is that all I need? That is all I needed. Oh yeah, because I don't have the Terminators yet. They've not posted them. Francis! Wait. I changed my name and profile pic to... Hi Francis! I was like, wait, is that a different account? No, you just changed your name and the profile pic. Yeah, what I want to do is make a Nurgle Sorcerer Lord. He was in a group called Dream, and the only song of theirs I can remember is Things Can Only Get Better. Oh. I was going to make some Terminators, but then I realised we don't have the Terminators yet. They're not in the combat patrol we've received. But I might look at these stuff. Your Francis freaky cousin. Leave the same size base. Let's look. What size bases I have? I think it's 40mm. I think I need a 50mm base. What do I want to do? Oh yeah, let's go into the website. Our favourite website! Yeah! I need to figure out what base I need. Look at all this. Pre-orders. Pre-orders. But no. I need to go to Warhammer website. 40k. Armies of Chaos. Chaos Space means. Then we scroll down to find the Terminator Lord. Which is also the same as the Chaos Sorcerer Lord kit. Here we go. Sorcerer in Terminator armor, which is 40mm round base. Okay, so that's the same as these bases. You can tell for 40mm goes that they take up 4 squares. 40mm. That's 4 centimeters. He tried to seal me in the basement, but I escaped. Oh no! Oh no, you escaped! We need to put you back in there! Okay, but we need to make a Sorcerer Lord now. Okay, these pieces are less posable than I wanted them to be. But that looks cool. I'm going to take that, put that there, get a big old scythe. Piece 31, that's piece 41, that's piece 49, but it clearly goes on this piece. That's clearly the legs of this one. Clearly the front of this one. Clearly part to the back, and that's clearly part to the back too. So I use that back, that piece, that leg, this leg, that chest piece. I then use a Nightlord head over the Nurgle heads. You don't like the basements full of rats in there. No! Rats are evil. Get rid of them all. Carl Sagan. Oh no, he might be. I don't really watch a lot of BBC stuff at the moment. I know that Brian Cox did a lot of, similar sorts of stuff that, Tyson does, Neil deGrasse Tyson, in which he did a lot of, documentaries for like high school students and like kids and stuff, and layman's, to get people interested in the sciences, which isn't bad at all. He became pretty famous. Like, amongst that sort of stuff. But then it's... yeah. Okay, where is... which one's the best Nightlord head? Well, we could go for like that Nightlord head, but no, I want to go for the ones that are clearly Nightlord. Big old spikes. Big old head spikes. You believe Cox is far more intelligent than Tyson? Ah. Maybe that's true. I wouldn't know. Okay, this head is not going to fit in there with those big old things on it, so we're going to have to cut it out. We're going to have to cut some room out for its big old bunny ears. Because the Night Lords love their bunny ears. There we go. Look at this. There we go. Oh, wait, I need to click over to here. I was always into particle physics, though. I think both of them are definitely... they're both astrophysicists, right? Because Tyson's also astro, isn't he? Which, I mean, I did have to learn some astro, partly because you just have to, and partly because it's like, well, some of the particle physics does cross over quite heavily into astrophysics. Doesn't need to be too neat. It is Nurgle after all. I want to make a decorative base for him as well. So there's something I can do. Yeah, that's cool. I want to make a decorative base of this guy. To make him look more, you know, cool. More like a commander. Because I'm not using a proper commander model here. I'm using just generic Death Shroud bodyguard models. Do-do-do, 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 do-do-do. Oh, now that's right. Look cool. I don't want him to instantly look like a Death Guard bodyguard, though. A Death Shroud bodyguard, sorry. And to at least start to appear as something more. Cut up a bit of foam for him. Do. That doesn't sit right, but it's fine. It's Nurgle. We can always use some green stuff to fill it in. Let's get for legs. See how the legs look on the model before we start thinking about how to base it. Oh gosh, these broken clippers are not very useful.
Remember to like the stream. Every like is a push towards the factions of chaos.
No, it's not a push towards the factions of chaos. It's a push towards eliminating chaos for good from the real world as well as the false. I don't know, Fate. There's no next Sargon because no one could ever match him. Okay, the legs aren't super long, which is sad, but we need long legs. We need longer-legged Nurgles. Like, you know, for War of the World Walkers, but Nurgle. Nurgle Terminators, that's what. Chaos is a path of evolution. Chaos is a path of a platypus. And platypuses are adorable. Platypuses are so small. You think they're like big when you look at them on for like the documentaries, and then you see someone handling one, and it's like such a baba. It's just a tiny baba. Actually, it is quite hard to do, like, to build a base of this on such a small base of such a large model. I want to build up a cool base. I got some foam I can cut up. Octopuses are more impressive. Octopuses are more impressive, but the platypus exists. I mean, okay, octopuses also exist, but you know what I mean. A platypus is a creature that it doesn't seem like it should exist. So octopus makes perfect sense. A platypus is like... There's also a bunch of other animals. It's like we got a bunch of detrimental evolutions, right? But because they never really stopped it, you know, from existing, the evolution just stayed around. Because it's not perfect, it's just like, it's detrimental, but not so detrimental that it like wipes out the creatures. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Avitate, no, don't eat the octopus, the sentient creatures. No. Oh, does that go on your back? I think it does go on your back. Greasy red meat. Platypus is a duck and a beaver. Yes. Oh wait, are you saying platypus tastes good? Or octopus? Either way, platypuses are too cute to eat and octopuses are too smart to eat. Also, they're cute as well. Everything is cute. Sorry to say. Oh no, the Nightlord heads in the way of the plague. This is why Nightlords don't often fall to Nurgle. Their bat ears get in the way. Let's see if there's any other way to put this on that would look fine. Not there. Okay, it's definitely meant to go on like that. Very fitting for the model. I guess I could use some green stuff instead there. Oh gosh, his blooming leg does not want to stay on. I'm not fighting a platypus. I have heard horror stories. Yeah, they got poisonous little ankles. When first specimens of platypus arrived in the UK, scientists examining them spent ages looking for stitches and thought someone had
Mother,
sewn
which
animals
faction
together.
should I play in Total Warhammer 3?
I don't know. What do you like in your factions? Do you like melee? Do you like shooting? Do you like explosives? Personally, I want to spread plagues. Then I recommend Epidemius or Kugath are the two best plague spreaders. But Festus is probably your second best. And then you've got the Maggot Lord, Tomicon. And he can spread plagues, but really he's just about destroying everybody in physical combat. Plagues are more of a secondary thing with him. I think Epidemius might be the best at plagues, I'm unsure. I've not played Epidemius or Kugath, but I know both of them have extra plaguey stuff or whatever. Or extra focus on plagues. What about Squawk? I don't know anything about Squawk, unfortunately. I keep wanting to play, do you know, Clan Pestilence, because that is my favourite Skaven clan. But I've not played them yet. So I'm not sure if he can even spread plagues. Actually, no, Skaven can spread plagues. I know that much, but I'm not sure how good his plague mechanics are. I've not even seen anyone play him. I shall do for rats. Because I was born in the year of the rats. Oh my goodness, that means you're 23. I'm joking, I have no idea what year the rats were. 23. I don't know. I don't know for years. I was just making up words. More like 1984 was the year I was born in. Oh my goodness! Pestilence was such a threat for fate of a main scathing effect in all of Lush against the lizard men. Oh. Hush puppies are good if done right. I have no idea what that means, I'm sorry. What's a hush puppy? What's a hush puppy? Okay, could definitely green stuff his head in. I kind of feel like I should make that as part of his base rather than his back. Put his head back in like this and then give him like something on his back. Something else. Hush puppies are fried catfish. No, not the catfish. Am I just going to respond no to every single thing that can be eaten? Maybe. Maybe. Okay, put that to one side. Let's look over here. No, I could give him this lightning claw here. That could be pretty fun, actually. Like, oh, lightning claw, yeah. Actually, I do like the idea of giving him the lightning claw. Hush puppies, as I know them, are fried balls of cornbread. Oh, cornbread's also bad. Because it's corn. Everything's got corn in it. Stop it. Oh, I know something I was gonna do. Where is he? Takoyaki is a Japanese version of a hot hush puppy. Oh, I know what takoyaki is. How it's pronounced. Where'd it go? Okay, there's some model pieces I can't find. What? Going under. I cannot find it. Okay, do you remember when we made that synced Lord? Yeah, I'm trying to look for what I did with a box of that. Because I had parts in I wanted to use of this. Oh, I found it. I found what I did. I didn't find a box, but I found what I did with the parts. I want to use this swirl. Show that he's all magical. He's magical. Do you believe in magic? Oh, wow, wow. Oh, wow, 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 wow. Do you believe in magic? No, 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 no. The magic of the soul is here. Okay, trying to figure out how to do this magic. We could have it coming from under the arm. Oh, but then it's going into his eyes if I do that. Like around the arm, maybe? I could have it like... oh no, it's hooked in. It's too many parts. Like that. So swirling demonic darkness. Oh. I like it being in front of his foot, so it's like swirling back with this like scythe going out. Or maybe we could have it like that. Or maybe on his back. So a mixture of breading batter with seafood. Yeah, that's just fish thing. That's just, you know, that's just, you know, fish and chips. With your bread and batter your fish. In Britain, we fry and batter like pretty much all fish, but mostly cod. We also like doing that to chicken, although I guess Americans do that too. Everyone does that to chicken, actually. We don't make like little bar snacks of them. Actually, we do have scampi, which is fish. Is it fish? I don't know what actually for food, what fish for scampi is. Or what seafood exactly for scampi is. I just know it's like little small balls of fried fish. Very popular in Scotland. There we go. Got a little lightning claw because he's a Nightlord. Winky, hello. Nightlords can't even complain about the smell. Yep, it's true. Look, we're building a Nightlord, Sorcerer Lord in Terminator armor. I was like, hi, Dexter. Stinky Nightlords. Hi, Anthony, Rusty Dale. I'm not stinky. Hi, bonjour. Weaver, but they have diseases. Oh. Stinky Nightlords, perfect for Demon Princess of Nurgle. I'm not a Demon Princess of Nurgle. We need to figure out how to do the back part. I'm going to look for parts to put there. You're a Demon Princess of Nurgle. Nightlords, but they have diseases. Yeah, we've got a full Havoc squad now of last cannons. Because these guys worship Nurgle, they hit on a... No, they get... When they do a Dark Pact, they gain lethal hits and crits on a 5+. Not lethal hits, sustained hits, sorry. That means that they'll get an extra attack in. And there's 4 of them, so it's pretty devastating. My Cinchian worshipping Havocs all have bolt guns because they already have sustained hits. And they'll gain lethal hits on top of that. And still crit on a 5+. Actually, I don't know which one's going to be more devastating to like a tank or whatever. Oh gosh, his head is a bit loose. Oh, I should get some off a World Eater heads on for base. They're bullying your cupcake, they are. There's not enough skin on this Nightlord, and it's not rotting enough. Disappointed. Look, look. These Nightlords are anti-tank Nightlords. Unfortunately, they don't get to... Their victims usually get vaporized before they get close enough to get skin on them. To get the skin. It's sad. But someone has to do the anti-tank job, so it might as well be them. And what do you mean? Look. Look, look, look. They got all these fused stuff to them. Where is he? Look, look, this guy's got a face that ended up turning into a Nurgle demon on his shoulder. And he's covered in all sorts of fleshy parts there. And he's got... Oh no, he doesn't have schools, never mind. And what about this guy? Yeah, this guy also had a bunch of flesh that turned into a demonic monster on his shoulder. That guy's got a big old skull. Have you tried playing Red Dead Redemption 2? Nope. Nope. It looks like a coolish game, it's just not something I've played. Damn, the skin's the best bit for Yumas. And what about this guy? Look, he's got a big old skin cape here. That's
Mother isn't
away.
A cowgirl. She's a cupcake.
Yeah, I'm a cupcake, not a cowgirl. You can go to Alicia from Globy for cowgirls. Okay. Could use this Hellbrute part. Head pat. Thank you, Bob. You guys might bully me, but you're also sometimes kind to me. It's very hard to know. It's like an abusive relationship. Oh, it'd be like a spiky iron halo. That's cool. Could also have like metal tentacles coming out of his back. That could be cool, but nah, don't want that. Not nurgly enough. I could have like a head, do you know, growing out of his back. Oh, that could be cool. I could use for different Hellbrute heads and like have them look like they're growing out of his back and like trying to be free. Oh, it's like, do you know that one monster Peter Kay played in Doctor Who? Do you know the one I'm talking about? I feel like he would be a fan of the Red Dead Redemption universe. I saw Red Dead Redemption 1 and I've seen like the zombie apocalypse thing. I've not played them myself. But I like watch Let's Plays of them. Oh, we could also just use a shoulder pad from the Hellbrute. No, that's not cool. Or what's it called for Hobobogaloth? It was actually a fan creation and it wasn't implemented the way he wanted it to be. But he didn't mind. He still enjoyed the episode. Which is nice. But Absorbaloth, that's the one. Yeah. That episode. I also had Moaning Myrtle in, I think. Well, I could live woman who played her. Yeah, I did not. That disturbed me as a kid. I did not like watching that episode. You really need to stop auto-resolving your attacks. Maybe. What difficulty are they playing on? I recommend playing on, if you're new to the game, normal difficulty, or maybe hard campaign difficulty, and then play on difficult battles, like hard battles or very hard battles, but then, actually I'd advise normal or hard for a newbie, but then change the modifiers to either normal so no one gets any bonuses, or give yourself some bonuses. That way you can learn to fight battles better. Because the other thing, the only thing is, if you play on very easy, is that you can auto-resolve the battles, but then you'd end up, you know, any battles that you can't auto-resolve will be very, very hard to win. I'm on normal. Okay, that's good. That's good. But yeah, some auto-resolves can be bad. My battery's about to die. Good luck, Strive! Get yourself to a charger. Oh, part of this. I missed some of his wrist. Till next stream. Bye bye, Strive. I hope you had a fun time. I need to sort out some of these boxes. I realised I could probably reduce my pile of shame by just emptying all the boxes and putting them into a single bigger box. Oh yeah, love heart to you. Love heart. There you go. I forget to do the love hearts sometimes. Oh. Oh, what time is it? So do this.
That's not solving the pile of shame. That's just condensing the pile of shame.
Yeah, but then it allows me to get more models and make room for more models. And I'll have less guilt about the pile of shame. Look, you're not thinking with portals there, Anthony. Where's my foam? Where's my foam? My lovely, lovely foam. Lovely, lovely foam. Very bright yellow. I need to get some scissors. I don't have any scissors. Clippers you'll have to do. Okay, clippers you don't do. Okay, I'm gonna have to BRB just to get myself some. Is this the correct one? It is. Nice. Just to get some scissors. I got ladybug scissors. As in for scissors with little ladybugs on them. They're not scissors for cutting up ladybugs. That would be gross. Okay, so this is a type of foam that I use for like... Okay, these ladybug scissors are not good enough to cut through. I'm getting better scissors. I'm going to get some fabric scissors. I'll be right back. Womp womp. I'm here. I got fabric scissors. Snip, snip. Oh, they're very good. Okay, so let's look. That's good enough. I dropped a piece on the floor. Where did it go? Where do you go, Mr. Comfort? There it is. Oh, ha. Okay, now just cut out. I'm gonna have to be very careful, guys. I don't want to cut my gloves or my hand, but especially for gloves. Look at that, I'm amazing. I'm amazing at cutting circles. And then what you do is you go around the corners, start cutting it like that. To lay out the top. There we go. Oh, perfect. I got foam everywhere, but it's perfect. And then I can just peel off this back part and just stick it on, and it'll stick there forever now. Welcome back. Hi. We're adding 2 new monsters to Wilds tomorrow. Ooh. Fan favourites, Sparky the Crocodile, Legolas, and a Golden Pinecone. Ooh. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. I might do some Monster Hunter. I'm thinking Space Marine 2. I'm going to play until I prestige at least once for the heavy. And we've completed all the operations. After that, I don't think I want to play anymore. I don't really enjoy the janky combat system, do you know, in Space Marine 2. It's honestly pretty terrible. Yeah. But, so maybe we'll play Space Marine 2. I don't know what I'm going to do next week. Everybody has their preferences. Yeah. It's okay. I think it's in part because I just chose to play heavy immediately and just single player. But if you're playing, everyone I've noticed who just, you know, plays solo, but always play heavy. Wait, no, they don't always play heavy. They always play sniper or bulwark. And they have a heavy on the team. And the heavy gets so much damage out. It's like, maybe my choice was like playing the heavy. Because it seems like the heavy is much nicer, you know, as a bot on your team. Rather than getting a bulwark and assault. Assault seems so useless when it's on your team in solo. Oh my goodness. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm silly. I'm being crazy with that. Nah, the main thing I don't like is a gun strike going off all the time, you know. It's like, I'm dodging, I'm shooting, and I'm suddenly stuck in a gun strike animation. Oh, do you know when he gets stunned, and then he just stun locked? Whip and tear classes are fun and self-sufficient. Yeah. I guess that's with other classes. It's like if you're using a parry weapon, or maybe even a block weapon. I don't know. I don't know the differences because I've not really played melee in the game, so I don't really know the differences. But I know with heavy, it's like it's very hard to, you know, constantly parry attacks because you don't have a proper melee weapon. So you've always got a bit more of delay and whatever. I mean, I might just be making excuses now, but that's my excuse. But, oh yeah, getting... I don't think it was really a game designed to play solo, though. Not on the harder difficulties, anyway. You can, but I don't think it's designed for that. But that's the kind of thing I enjoy. I think if I'm going to do that, though, I'd be better just playing Darktide. Which is a game more designed for that sort of thing. Maybe we can play Monster Hunter Wilds next week. I don't know. Oh, dodge, dodge. Oops, falling off. Gonna play a goat. You gotta play a goat. I need to get my whale bag. Oh gosh, I dropped my paints everywhere. Paint box, no. Okay, I knocked over my paint box, so paints are everywhere, but it's fine. Yeah, it's never struck me as a game that's fun entirely solo. You're the only person I've seen play outside of even a group of randos, and it looks like suffering. Look, I can make anything look like suffering. Don't worry about that. If something looks like suffering, it's 99% chance that I'm playing it, and that's exactly why it looks like suffering. I'm playing Margaret. Oh. You mean you're playing Goat to Sin? Warhammer Total War. I should have realised. You know what? I'm being a silly Billy at the moment. flip these round parts off the heads. The neck parts, because I don't need necks when they're stuck in the Obsoberloft.
Can a goat be an instrument, and if so, how does one play it?
A goat can be an instrument, and you play it by going ba ba rainbow sheep. Give me a bag of wool. Oh no, I broke that part off. Ah, whatever. Ba ba rainbow sheep, give me your bags of wool. No, sir, no, man. I want 78 bags full. Rainbow sheep. Has anyone seen the pigs with the oats? Like, brother, give me some oats, brother. No, brother. The tall, skinny ones threw the oats at me. Excellent. Throw them at the nearest group of enemies when you have an aura of damage and watch the enemies get sad and choke on your stankiness. Yeah, Morga's fun for this damage auras. Did you not have a fun time as Clan Pestilence then, Erland? Do I need to play Clan Pestilence now? On stream. I'll do it. I'll do it and I'll fill it with mods. Then cast Flock of Doom. You have no idea how to play that. That you can play. Just don't care about casualties, except if it's your elite unit. Do you want me to do a Clan Pestilence playthrough? Maybe that would be fun, because I do like Clan Pestilence. I've not played them. So, like, end the game. I just like Clan Pestilence from the board game. Because I love Plague Rats. Plague Bearer Rats. Or whatever they're called. Plague Priests, that's the one. Oh, I should get a third head on this, and then it'll be like, you know, the Nurgle symbol, wouldn't it? If you got 3 of them stuck in at the top. So you got 1 orb, 2 orbs, third orb, sorry. Yeah, because then it'll be like the Nurgle symbol on his back. You willingly went into the Lustrian Thunderdome. I've played Skaven before a little bit, but it's been forever since I played them. I'm not a big fan of the loyalty mechanic in the game. I think it could be much better, you know, put in. It's not terrible, but we could definitely do it better. I also like how Skaven are the only faction that care about food, apparently. There we go. 3 heads like that, roughly. But now they need to be formed into the same design. I love the food map mechanic. Just bypassing city levels is hilarious. Yeah. Once you're rolling in food, the food mechanic is just ridiculously overpowered for you. Early game, though, it can be a bit difficult when you're struggling for food. But the only times I think I've played Skaven properly, or at least like tried properly, is... What was I doing? Oh yeah, modded faction Warhammer 2. Which wasn't always an easy thing. And it was just basically a minor faction, but they gave him a legendary lord. I definitely need to buy some metal sculpting tools again. Makes it easy to do like the finer details. Or then this rubbery thing. Silicone ones are great when doing larger details. When I want some sharp stuff going on. You gotta learn how to play as Prince Singvald. It should be pretty easy to play for Prince. He's just basically a War of Chaos with just a couple of extra stuff going on. Actually, wait, he's not Slaanesh only, you see. He can take normal dudes. Undivided and other chaotic stuff. There you go, look at that. I need to do a bit of stuff there though. Slash and undivided. No, he's all gods. Yeah, he's all gods. Good, good. I think he's just all gods because they didn't want him being the exact same as what's-his-face, they knew. Slaaneshi Warrior of Chaos dude. I also don't think in End Times that he only used Slaanesh units. I think he did use other faction stuff too. He hated trolls, so... And he was a general for Archaon. So he often was given command of other types of units. And made to work with them. Slaanesh stuff you want to have to be fast to take advantage of devastating flanker for double charge bonus. Yeah. Yeah. I've not played Slaanesh yet. That's one of the factions I want to play. As well. But I'm thinking I'm going to wait for... the... Oh, what's it called? The DLC. The next DLC and major update to play as Slaanesh. Okay, how is that looking? He's got 3 heads just screaming out of there. Tried giving like some weird hole in the side there just for fun. What is his face? The Slaanesh Legendary Lord currently is what ridiculous his speed can be. Absolutely insane. He's one of the best guys who just like charge through the enemy units and smash them. Keep touching the green stuff at the back again. This is my issue all the time. I keep forgetting there's green stuff at the back. I'm gonna touch it and ruin everything I just worked on. Just make everything work. Smooth it out. And then add some nurgly lines in. Some nurgly stuff. Make it all goopy and weird looking. A Nurgle. Yeah, there you go. Looks like slime coming out of it. Hopefully. Your BGM is making you sleepy. That's good, it's doing its job. I should hopefully be getting a new BGM soonish. Just wait for another guy who's making it. He keeps having delays, so. But hopefully it will be fine. Naruto runs. Yay, Naruto runs. I can't remember his name. Begins with an A. Just looks up Sigfold's bonuses. His main defining trait is plus 15% speed to mortal infantry units with Slaanesh. Yeah. With Warriors of Chaos, you generally want to go mortal infantry. And then you just level them up into, generally speaking, Chosen on knights and stuff. I wonder how this glue reacts to this foam. Does it damage it? Foam just absorbs it. Yeah, if I had to like dissolve the foam, no, it's just absorbing it. The starting army has all undivided, Bothies, Spawn and Riders. Can't you convert them to Slaanesh immediately? Well, almost immediately. I thought that was something you could do. I can't remember, the only time we played it is when we're playing as Valkyria. So maybe I'm being a silly Billy with that statement. Okay, looks like I'll need more green stuff to just stick him down. And I want to put this... which way? This way down with some green stuff. And I want to world bear ahead for at his feet. Yeah, you can, pretty sure... Yeah, you can side grade from into Slaanesh. Yeah. Yeah. Slaanesh might not be the best go-to choice though. Because, well actually, mortal units, the Slaaneshi mortal units are still pretty high armor and stuff. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I got a Space Marine here. I could give him a Space Marine on a base. Nah, I don't want to give him a Space Marine base. I'll save that for something else. We'll give him a Chaos Sorcerer Lord of Nurgle. Where's the word bearers? There's a word bearer. Stinky word bearers. Oh. Yeah, I found out why the plastic consistency is a bit different for the, base kit of the, dead stuff. Because it's made in China. Most of the kits are made in the UK. Yeah, then I'll go put like skulls all around her base and stuff. That could be fun. Yeah. Just break the model, Cupcake. Just break the model. Yes, you're fine. Sometimes when I'm like, berating myself, I keep wanting to say my real name, and it's like, oh, that's not good. No, don't say the real name. Yes, silly Cupcake. There you go. Yeah, put there. The issue is this is it's a surprisingly small base that you have for the Sorcerer Lords. And your Terminator Lords. Caesar is all... Nikari, that's it. Nikari's a fast dude. Caesar is all about stealing enemy human units. Nikari is just about fighting new people. I thought he gave demons better stats, but it seems wrong. Yeah, Nikari's all about just Naruto running through enemy lines and tearing it apart. I always keep thinking of Caesar is like this giant demon prince, but he's actually just like the size of a normal dude, pretty much, isn't he? But with wings. Oh, I could have this like that. Nah, I don't need it. Okay, I need more green stuff. Sigvald just... Oh no. I'm guessing with Sigvald, all you really do is just upgrade your basic Marauder stuff into Warriors of Chaos of Slaanesh. Get yourself a few halberds, a few shields. Get yourself a few knights. In general, for Warriors of Chaos, I don't find demons do that well. But... Actually, maybe they'll be doing better now. Because last time I played, it was before they upgraded demons. Caesar this demon prince of Slaanesh. Nikari's a greater demon. They are bigger than normal people, but Nikari is bigger. Yeah, Nikari is actually giant. Caesar is... Is he actually the size of another demon prince? Because a lot... Last time I remember seeing him on the battlefield, he felt a bit weird because he was like, I expected him to be huge, but he was barely bigger than, the normal Chaos Lord. It felt like that anyway. I wasn't paying great attention to it. I was just like, oh, I thought he was more, but he doesn't look that much bigger than Valkyria. But maybe he is bigger. Maybe he's as big as a normal demon prince. Nikari is absolutely massive though. Because one of the reasons they can just Naruto run through units is because of the size and mass of Nikari. Oh gosh, my gloves are coming off because this keeps sticking to the green stuff. Yeah, I'm going to use green stuff to stick it to a foam base, because otherwise it wouldn't really stick very well. Currently cheesing with Morgra. As is Morgra's way. Morga. His passive aura is nice. It's insane, his passive aura. It's nice until you have to face him and you lose like a unit because you didn't realise. Like, oh, you try chasing him down and his passive aura is still going off. I think he's one of the ones where his passive aura is in effect even if he's fleeing.
Ankari is a perfect target for turning into a pincushion. Actually, thinking about the implications, into a pinhead.
Honestly, I'm not sure Nakari's too good for turning into a pincushion. Because he's very, 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 very fast, so it's very hard to shoot him. Morga killed 480. Nice. Wait until those numbers start entering for thousands. Yes, you will get a point to a legendary lord, especially magic ones and ones with auras get thousands of kills per battle. No, don't cut for signs of Nostramo. Too late. I've got a bit of green stuff here. I think a bit of plastic or something's caught inside of it. It feels weird. I can feel it. I can feel. Something hard and sharp in there, wherever. I'll just throw it there. He just stood there yawning, yep. Get his melee defense up and his missile resistance up. Or just ward save up in general. And he'll just be insane. Oh, so hi Ricardo. Hi Ricardo, how you doing? Look, we're making a Nightlord Terminator sorcerer of Nurgle. And look, he's gone all absorber off. He's got these heads. He's got these heads on his back. They're screaming out. No, it doesn't want to focus on it. But they're screaming out.
I can feel it coming in the air tonight. Oh Lord, I've been waiting for this moment for all my life.
What's in the air tonight? What? I shall burn Nurgle's mans if this goes forward. No. We've not just got Nurgle, we got Cinchian Nightlords too. Do you want to see my Cinchian Nightlord? We've got a Cinchian Nightlord Havoc squad with heavy bolters. And we got a Nurgle Nightlord Havoc squad with last cannons. Because I feel like sustained hits on last cannon is just hilarious, especially when they're critting on 5s. We've also got a Cinchian Sorcerer Nightlord. We're Chaos Cult. We're Chaos Cult Nightlords.
This is heresy, and this is coming from a traitor. Nightlords hate chaos. If they fall to the pantheon, not a single god.
No. Actually, they do. One of the named Nightlords is actually possessed by a corn demon, I believe. Another Nightlord is of Slaanesh, and there's at least another warband of Nightlords that is entirely dedicated to Khorne. So no, Nightlords canonically do fall to single gods. While the most loyal Nightlords, like the ones that are most dedicated to Conrad, are more like the old Nightlords. And the original ideology of the traitor Nightlords was not to fall to the gods. Since then, a lot of Nightlord warbands have fallen to singular gods. The reason I'm doing that is because I love Nightlords and I want to make a Nightlord army, right? But I also want to make like a Slaanesh army, and I want to make a Nurgle army, and I want to make a Tzeentchian army. I was like, I can't decide which one to make because, you know, I don't want to make all of them because I don't want to spend a huge amount of money. So I thought, what if I just combine them all? So I'll have an army with Nurgle, Tzeentch, and Slaanesh. So technically, yes, my Nightlord warband has fallen to the Pantheon, but the Nightlords within it have each fallen to individual gods. Tzeentch, are you talking about Bandred? I'm aware they fall, it's just I hate single god Nightlords. And if the Omnibus this Claw was falling, it hadn't fallen yet. Still, but look, yeah, here's my Tzeentchian Nightlord. The Warband hasn't fallen to a single god, it fell to multiple gods. The entire lore of my Warband is that the Sorcerer, with this guy, within the Warband had been consulting with Tzeentch. Throw him in the fire. Don't for Nightlords skin people for fun sounds, but yeah, Nightlords are chaotic. It's just usually they're undivided. They're not undivided chaos. They're not. Actually, some Nightlords absolutely hate chaos. They might work for chaos, but they still hate chaos. They hate demon constructs. They hate demons. They hate demon engines. Some of them will go, we hate them, but we're going to work with them anyway because we just want to be stronger. And that's what this guy did. He worked with Tzeentchian demons to like increase his power and strength. And he wanted to increase his influence within the warband. So he started converting and getting like some of his fellow Nightlords to work with Tzeentch and become stronger and become part of his own personal cult. And he was working with a Tzeentchian demon. This guy was the Chaos Lord of the tribe, the Warband. Most Nightlords that fall to Chaos stick too much around the Black Legion to help in the long war and receive resources in exchange. Yeah. Mine guys aren't like that. Maybe they are a bit. But this guy ended up seeing that this Tzeentchian demon dude, this Tzeentchian sorcerer, who was starting to fall to Tzeentch. And he was like, oh gosh, that guy's getting too strong and I'm too old. Why is he standing on cheese? It's not cheese, it's foam. It's bits of foam. And it's going to be, look, it's even got the sticky back. I would like to stand on a big stick of cheese, a big cheese disc. I know you would, Talan. But anyway, while I'm talking, I can build. They're not lied to me. I know cheese when I see it. It's not cheese. Just because it's yellow doesn't mean it's cheese. In fact, cheese is only yellow because it's dyed yellow. But anyway, he saw this dude was getting more powerful, and this guy's old. He's like heresy old, and he hates chaos. But he was like, okay, I'm getting to a point where as a space marine, I am starting to age and feel my age. So he ended up turning to a Nurgle, a random demon. It just turned out to be a Nurgle herald, and beseeched it for the power to basically overwhelm his sorcerer. The only warband that made is Renegade Warband. Up of 2 companies, one Terran Ravens that got lost, one Nightlord. They made a partnership to survive because neither could return to their home. Yeah. I'm making soul. Yeah, I'm making soul. Do you mean for fish? Nice. Yeah. But so he ended up like working for his herald. The herald was like, I'm gonna steal your soul. Well, it actually was like, in exchange for your fishing, I would allow you to see the warp itself and be, master the magics. And the demon tried possessing him while giving him power, to see the warp and stuff. And he overwhelmed the demon as it tried to possess him and consumed the demon instead of it consuming his soul. He consumed the soul of a demon and he became a powerful Nurgle sorcerer as a result. So what he did, he summoned a bunch of Nurglings and went up to his like his chosen, his most loyal people, and was like, hey, each of you, if you want to prove your loyalty to me, eat this Nurgling, and if you survive, you become more powerful. And that's what he was like. So then he ended up basically creating his own Nurgle cult around himself, to basically make sure that this guy couldn't usurp him in power. He didn't want to kill him because their warband was too small. If he killed him and his followers, his warband would be significantly decreased in size and he wouldn't be able to, you know, continue working. But while these two were basically in a power struggle with one another, trying to one-up each other, they weren't paying enough attention to their, you know, their cultists. Well, not for cultists, but, you know, for interns, the ones that they planned to turn into space marines, and the ones that were just meant to work for them until they got flayed. And it turned out amongst the interns, a cult had started a form of Slaanesh, and it was around this one psychic woman. And some of their newest recruits of the Space Marines had already fallen to Slaanesh too. Does your Chaos Sorcerer want my soul? Yes, the Chaos Sorcerer does want your soul to increase their own power. Law screaming in the background as your Sorcerer breaks it on his back. They both make... So they make war on both sides, Goss, F the Imperium and Abaddon. Yeah, you're gonna like what I'm gonna do next. It's these guys, the reason there's a World Eater head on his base is they have a feud with some World Eaters. Like, they really hate the World Eaters. In my story of like why all the different armies I have are like in the same sector, is because these guys were chasing World Eaters. They were chasing World Eaters who were after stuff. So yeah, their main purpose is to hunt World Eaters. Although they hate the Imperium too. But yeah, so you got a Slaaneshi cult started to form within them. And while this was happening, a bunch of them were like, oh my gosh, you got all these people going to Psychus and, you know, worshipping chaos demons. And they became very upset at their fellow Nightlords. And so to get back at their Nightlords who were falling to chaos, even if these guys wouldn't accept that, he wouldn't accept that he's fallen to Nurgle. He's just using Nurgle. That's what he'd say. And same for the Saint Sorcerer. But yeah, they ended up they went to a nearby World Eater warband and chose to work alongside the World Eaters to destroy their fellow Nightlords. And their betrayal did not succeed. And they ended up falling to Khorne themselves. They didn't fall to Khorne, no. They don't feel they fell to Khorne. They just worked with one group that they could work with to avoid the Psychus and the machinations of the demons. And if that means having to work with World Eaters and their Khornic ways, then, you know, it's not that far off how, you know, Nightlords are meant to work anyway. As you can tell, they try making excuses for themselves. There we go. This is him. But yeah. No, but Nightlords often do fall to... I say often. Nightlords fall to chaos often enough. You've got... oh, what else is it do? You got a Demon Prince as well, of the Nightlords. And you've got a Nightlord warband that's like just full of demon engines. But the thing is, the base is less green stuff and more cheese whiz stuff. No! I want to put some more skulls on the base anyway, though. No, what did I want to say? Yeah, Nurgle. But the main reason for it is I just wanted to make a Nightlords army, and I want to make Selenesh stuff, and I want to make Nurgle stuff, but I don't want to make multiple armies, so it's just better to make one army that's fallen into chaos. And for law reason is, you know, for law reason. It's fun. It's silly. It doesn't need to follow actual game law. Every like on this stream is another Nightlord that falls to chaos. But you know, law's overrated. I'm joking with that statement, by the way. Law is not overrated. I enjoy my law. Well, the point of like 40k and stuff is that for all the law they make, ultimately the main aim of the game is just to play the way you want to play it. And make stuff the way you want to make it. I was at first just going to make a Nightlord army that didn't fall to chaos. But I just wanted too much to make Saint stuff and Nurgle stuff and everything else. So in the end I couldn't help myself. What do you think though? Does that look like a cool Sorcerer Lord in Terminator armor? Does it look too much like a typical Death Shroud bodyguard? Do you know where Dante is like the oldest space marine? But he's only 1,000 years old. And I guess you got dreadnoughts that are older than Dante. But Chaos dudes, a lot of Chaos dudes date back to the Heresy. And a lot of those Chaos dudes aren't that old because of, you know, warp magic. Because a lot of them didn't flee to the warp. Especially things like the Nightlords and stuff. Also, what happened to Nostradamus? Or whatever, do you know their home planet? Does anyone know? Because I certainly don't. It exploded. Oh no. 1,100 years as a chapter master. Not just... Oh wait, how old is he otherwise? Okay, now I've got a bunch of green stuff again. I better put it along the edges. Because once you paint all this stuff up, first you paint it with green stuff. So that you basically do liquid green stuff to just cover up all the foam. Exercise time. Don't forget, you're amazing. Take care of yourself. Don't forget to hydrate, eat and stay healthy. Yeah. It's true. Take care of yourself, you silly eggs. Oh gosh, that's a mess. Estimates puts him at 1,552 years old. Still! I mean, compared to the 10,000 years old that, you know, Chaos Space Marines get to, and for 4,000 years old that Dreadnoughts are, and then some are like 10,000 years old themselves. You have no idea what you're doing at Marga. Beastmen play very differently from every other faction in the game other than maybe Kharn. But I destroyed the empire that was around me. Nice. Where does he actually start, by the way, Marga, now? Because he used to start near Estalia, didn't he? Or around there. Which is basically Spain, south of Bretonia. You gotta throw parties. He starts near Ikit. Okay, so yeah, he starts near Estalia and Tulia then. Yeah, it's Estalia. Nice. Welcome to Estalia, gentlemen.
Build me an army worthy of Mordor.
Never. Never. Conrad went back to Nostrum during the heresy and destroyed it himself. Pfft. Conrad, you jerk. No wonder everyone hates Conrad. Even Nightlords hate Conrad. He's even more hated than Perturabo. And that's pretty hard to do, I'm gonna tell you now. Also, I found out Ferrus Manus is kind of a jerk, so accordingly. I agree with Conrad. No! To be fair, Nostromo was actually a heck cold. You better blame Conrad for that. It only took him being exposed to the rest of the Imperium to realise how awful it was. So then he exterminated it. Sad. No, Gulliman was a nice Primarch. And Rogel Dawn was the best Primarch. And before his fall, what's his face? Begins with an F. Fulgrim was pretty nice. Just random semi-sphere of spikes there. Oh no, maybe it could work. Nah. Well, let's use these spikes to make shapes in the foam. Where's my knife? I got a knife here somewhere. There it is. Gulliman loves an elf. An Eldar elf? No, he doesn't. He doesn't. I heard it from an Ultramarine that he hates elves. They said Gulliman definitely hates elves. He would never love an elf. Especially not your Thrain. And he definitely wouldn't pet her cat like every single day. Definitely wouldn't do something like that, they said. And I believe him. They're too specific to not be believable. Some heavy petting for sure, yeah. Unfortunately, what has spread off Nostromo into Conrad's Legion, thus turning queer criminals and rapists. Ropes! Great! Into Marines doesn't remove the criminality of them. Yeah. Although, personally, he's also kind of a criminal, is Conrad, so I don't think he's much better. You know, personally. There we go. That looks nicer. That looks like the base for boss. Yeah. Gonna have to get some PVA or something under that to secure it more though. The Nightlords pre-Conrad and introduction of Nostrams were actually a noble legion. Yeah, I can imagine that. Maybe. I mean, I don't know. Conrad is pretty insane. Conrad is a pretty terrible person. He's like the kind of Batman. Do you know if he's edgelords who are like, oh, Batman's so cool, blah, 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 blah. Bear, what would happen if they tried becoming Batman? Conrad's like that. Oh, look at it. Look at it. My tactical rock is smaller than yours, but I'm still bigger than you. Oh, I love it. I love it. Nightlord, Sorcerer of Tzeentch. Nightlord, Sorcerer of Nurgle. And the funny thing is both of these look so big and so cool, and she looks like so fragile. Like, compare this guy to her. Is that who do you think would win in a fight? This big old dude here, or this tiny little woman here? Stop, 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 he will be here. Stop, 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 stop. Conrad had a warped sense of justice from ending up on that backwater swamp of evil. He grew up knowing only the worst, and when he was exposed to a greater imperium, he realized how bad he was. He resolved his entire existence within his innate purpose of justice and his heinous actions when he knew no better. I'm not... You see, I don't buy that. I don't buy that. No. I think about people's surroundings and whatever can definitely influence how you can turn out. It doesn't necessarily mean that you have to become as bad as everything around you, or that you will become as bad as everything around you. And just with how bad Conrad becomes and turns out, like, do you know, with how just horrific he is? And for people he chose to become Space Marines, I feel like he has to be somewhat messed up himself. Like, isn't there another lord who, oh, what's it called, grew up on a terrible planet and ended up becoming quite good for one of the Primarchs? And he didn't turn out super, super evil. I mean, maybe still not great, but not to the same level that Conrad became. Pretty sure there was one. But by the time they got to the planet, they'd basically, like, made it a lot better. I know Falcon was on the planet that wasn't that advanced, and then the Dark Elder attacked. Gulliman was born to nobility and had a pretty good life. I can't remember what Rogaldon had at all. No, I can't remember most of them actually. But yeah, we've done pretty well today, I feel like. I got a lot of cleaning up to do now, though. Oh my goodness. So don't forget to like the stream if you've not liked it. Oh, wait a minute, before I do anything. It was Raven Guard Primarch. Yeah, obviously it was. Why am I mean, obviously, if you're going to think of who had the same life as Conrad but turned out better, Raven Guard. Oh, here we go, next week. For Deepkin Breach of Waves. Oh, that's a cool little thing there. I like that. So absorbed in his own struggle, he'd even recognise his own legion in the end. Oh, I won't deny that it was messed up in the head, but it was his own internal struggles that made him turn a blind eye to what was happening. Oh. I mean, he wasn't much better than his own legion, though. Like, especially when you consider what he was trying to do to his brothers and stuff. These are really cool models. I kind of want to steal some of them and convert them into... I don't know what I'd even convert them into. That's a stupid thing. I mean, obviously, this looks like something you could convert into... Gene Stealer Cult stuff. This looks like Gene Stealer Cult stuff. Oh, yeah. Okay, he definitely looks like a Gene Stealer Cult dude. Why is he so short? What's his short stack doing here? Oh, but that's a cool combat patrol, actually. Ah, maybe not. It's just 10 bow guys, 2 of the same box set. Oh! That's adorable! I'm sorry you went high pitch. Look at this! Oh my goodness! I don't know if Talan's here, or Skaven Dan. Oh my goodness.
All the energy has gone to being powerful, not into growing. Big power, small package.
Oh, where is it? Where is it? Warhammer. Warhammer Discord. I'm posting for Discord. Look at it. Look at it. Oh, officially nice and Death Master. Look how cute this is. It's a Death Master Skaven. Oh. All the energy has gone. Bigger power, small package. I must boop this tiny creature. Boop. Boop, 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 boop. As I look at this Lord of... He's not a Lord of Change. Sillies. That's Magnus for red. Anything else new? I don't think so. What about the website? Wait, where can we get, actually? I need to go back to Warhammer Community. Shop on 9. Who makes the plush toys? Who makes the plush toys? Oh! Joy Toy have made a... Oh, there's a Predator. Joy Toy, 516 Joy Toy Knight. Oh my gosh, that's expensive. Oh, that's cool. Nearly gone forever. Forever! Magnus for red. Joy Toys. Do you want some action figures? I think these are actually sold on the website though. Here we go. If we go here. I thought it was Tommy that was making for plush. Maybe. Here we go. Yeah, Tommy down here. The plushies. Here we go. Shop now for Tommy. Oh my goodness! Look, there's a little Baba Space with a little Nurgle. I'm watching the dog. It's got a little... Oh, it's so cute. There's a grot. Oh, what's this? A servo skull. Oh, it's actually Nurgle. Look at that jolly fella. Look at that jolly. He's got a shuffle. Oh, it's a grenade. He's got a grenade. Oh. And look at his little unclean one. A little unclean. Oh, my Nurgle's so cute. I want them all. I want them all. I'm going to put them all onto my phone now. And put them all on my phone. Except for Space Mean. I don't want a blueberry. Look at little grot. It's got a little vent. Oh, I got Spanner. Got Spanner. Oh, so cool. I would say just stick them all. Oh, wait. It's only 17 quid. Why is it so much more expensive? Oh, it's not much more expensive. 70. Oh my goodness. Can I like change the currency to pounds, please? Where do we do this? John Smith email address. Oh, wait, do you ship 40k? Do you ship, please tell me you ship 40k. Big Farm, John Deere. No, where's Games Workshop? Oh, look at it. There's a squig. There's a squig. And a Griffin and Death Master Snitch too. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And a Griff Hound. Oh, I'm just going like, bruh. Bruh, I'm taking a screenshot. Oh. Look it. Look it. Oh, I want them all. I want them all. I thought for Rippers and for main picture. Where am I tiny? If they used to have tiny Tyranids, maybe they stopped selling them. Display Warhammer on Steam. Find out more. Space Marine 2. No, that's the wrong one. That's the wrong one. I didn't want that one. Or maybe they don't sell them anymore, because they used to sell them. They used to sell for Little Rippers. So I was so excited you started. I am so excited I could fly. Oh, what's that song go? Something, something fly, laced records. Joy for music of Warhammer, Cubicle 7. Oh yeah, for role-playing games. Cubicle 7 make the, you know, for Warhammer RPG. See, look at this Warhammer Old World role-playing game. Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, Imperium Maledictum. Warhammer 40k Wrath and Glory. Age of Sigmar Soulbound. But basically just Warhammer D&Ds as far as I'm aware. A bit different. Apparently the Warhammer Fantasy is less like D&D. And it's more like playing, imagine D&D, but you're the NPC. It's hard to level up. Magic has a chance of going very, very terribly for you. Yeah. Yeah, magic has a chance of going very terribly for you. Every single fight is like deadly. If you break, in fights you can break your legs and arms and like you can damage your organs and stuff apparently. I've not played, this is all what I've heard. And like injuries are serious, they can lead you to being deaf or like permanently injured. And yeah, you play the game and it's like, don't get attached to any characters. They're gonna die. They're gonna die or become so injured you can't continue playing with them anymore. I think that's a kind of fun way to do, you know, D&D stuff. Personally, so. Oh, but look at him. Compared to. You can see why he's the Lord and he leads a warband. Look at his big old belly with a mouth on it. Feed it some harlequins. Yum, 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 yum. But not harlequins, for howling banshees. Oops. Everyone died, the end. Yeah. Sounds like the best kind of D&D, the evil version. Apparently, for old world role-playing game, I've heard... I'm not sure it's even out yet. But I've heard that you start at, like, a better level. So you start stronger and you level up a bit better. But it has a different dice system to the normal fantasy role-playing game. I think the fantasy role-playing game uses a very different dice system to D&D, and I think the Old World one is closer to D&D, just in general most ways. But I don't really know. But it sounds really fun from what I've heard. I don't know anything about the 40k games of the Age of Sigmar one they've got, though. I never even knew if they did them. Not surprised, though. But thank you, everyone, for coming here today. It's been very nice streaming with you all. And I hope you have a good rest of your day. And that you work hard, you play harder, you take care of yourselves, be kind to others, and vice versa. Remember, it's very important now to be kind to others. Yeah. And also, what else do you do? Yeah, eat good food, sleep well, and also dream of cupcakes, but don't eat for cupcakes. I'm telling you, don't do it for friends, not food. Yuck. Bye-bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Love you all. I'm done. Ah. I tried to get a schedule. Ow! I tried to get a schedule up tonight.